See, I have a problem and I have no way to solve them, cause I always dissolve them, but I want to resolve them. Can I just live in peace? So maybe one day I can keep myself up off the street. I'm giving all that I got, all that I got.
Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Troy with All That I Got Reactions. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, turn the notification bell on, because we're always having live streams. We're having videos posted every day. Just if you want to say and follow that journey, hit the subscribe button. But first, I had in my newsfeed that Eminem's Mockingbird hit a milestone of 1 billion streams on Spotify. So I thought, why not listen to the song that changed a lot of people's lives when the song dropped. Let's go back and let's reminisce here.
Yeah, I know sometimes things may not always make sense to you right now.
You know, I know I said this before, but when Eminem talks in the beginning of a song like that, you know it's gonna be something serious. It's just the beat. I've always loved this beat. I always thought it was like an amazing beat because it's sad, but it's not too sad. What are you guys' thoughts?
Yeah, I know sometimes things may not always make sense to you right now, but hey, what Daddy always tell you: straighten up, little soldier. Stiffen up that upper lip. What you crying about? You got me. Haley, I know you miss your mom, and I know you miss your dad when I'm gone, but I'm trying to give you the life that I never had. I can see you sad, even when you smile, even when you laugh. I can see it in your eyes. Deep inside, you wanna cry, cause you're scared. I ain't there, Daddy's with you in your prayers. No more crying, wipe them tears. Daddy's here, no more nightmares. We gon' pull together through it, we gon' do it. Laney Uncle's crazy, ain't he? Yeah, but he loves you, girl, and you better know it. We're all we got in this world. When it spins, when it swirls, when it whirls, when it twirls. Two little beautiful girls looking puzzled in a daze. I know it's confusing you. Daddy's always on the move, mama's always on the news. I try to keep you sheltered from it, but somehow it seems the harder that I try to do that, the more it backfires on me. All the things grow.
You know, that's pretty crazy already. Eminem has a way. People always say, you know, I know there's a lot of hate out there towards Eminem. People say that he's not talented, he's doing what everyone else is doing, but it's not really true. Eminem has like this sound to his voice. It's like the cadence, the delivery, whatever. I don't know even what you call. It's like this magic that he does. Like when he gets on a beat, it's so aligned with his voice and his story. And even though he's saying these very simple things, right, it seems like almost like poetic, if that makes any sense. Like he's saying, if I said the same thing, it wouldn't have the same feeling. Something about his voice just tells and paints the story. And I think what made maybe this verse so successful is he's talking about probably what we all go through, especially as parents, right? Where you see the look on, I know I'm a father, I don't know how many of you guys are, you see the look on your kids' faces and you don't want to let them down, you know, and even though they're happy and they're content, you always feel like you're not giving them enough. And I think that's probably what he's talking about here. So yeah, let's continue on. Let's see what else to have here.
Growing up as daddy that he had to see. Daddy don't want you to see, but you see just as much as he did. We did not plan it to be this way, your mother and me, but things have got so bad between us. I don't see us ever being together ever again, like we used to be when we was teenagers. But then of course everything always happens for a reason. I guess it was never meant to be, but it's just something we have no control over, and that's what destiny is. But no more worries, rest your head and go to sleep. Maybe one day we'll wake up and this'll all just be a dream.
Now hush, little baby, don't you cry. Everything's gonna be alright. Stiffen that upper lip up, little lady. I told ya, daddy's here to hold ya through the night. I know mommy's not here right now, and we don't know why. We feel how we feel inside. It may seem a little crazy, pretty baby, but I promise mama's gonna be alright.
It's funny, I remember back one year when daddy had no money. Mommy wrapped the Christmas presents up and stuck them under the tree and said some of them were from me, cause daddy couldn't buy them. I'll never forget that Christmas. I sat up the whole night crying cause daddy felt like a bum. See, daddy had a job, but his job was to keep the food on the table for you and mom. And at the
you know, right here he's talking about like the real, like again, I think this song is so successful, not just because it's Eminem, because like I said, he has a way of portraying like an image of his life that relates with so much people, right? And you're thinking about like the broad worldwide amount of people that are going through what he's going through. And I don't know, like, again, as a parent myself, he's talking about like it's breaking his heart basically because he wants to be able to provide more, but he's trying to pay the bills. And I have always said this as a parent. I think I described this to a buddy of mine one time, and I said, you know, let's say I'm working and I'm paying rent, right? I'm paying the car payment, I'm paying rent, paying electricity, right? I'm buying all the food, but then if I don't have the nicest TV or the nicest couch or the nicest table or the nicest appliances, right, and the nicest things, my kids don't have the nicest clothes, they don't have a bike. If I don't have any of those things, I feel like the outside world, friends, family, they kind of judge me like, oh, Troy's poor, Troy doesn't have a lot. And I know materialistic things isn't everything, but that is really truly how I feel like the people that I know, that's how they judge me. You know, is he like, you know, is he hurting? How much does he make an hour? Like, why can't he go on vacation? And I think that this is what he's relating to, and which is why he grabs so much other people's attention, is because other people are going through the same thing. Hope that made sense.
Cause daddy couldn't buy him. I'll never forget that Christmas. I sat up the whole night crying cause daddy felt like a bum. See, daddy had a job, but his job was to keep the food on the table for you and mom. And at the time, every house that we lived in either kept getting broken into and robbed or shot up on the block. And your mom was saving money for you in a jar, trying to start a piggy bank for you so you could go to college. Almost had $1,000 till someone broke in and stole it. And I know it hurt so bad it broke your mama's heart. And it seemed like everything was just starting to fall apart. Mom and dad was arguing a lot, so mama moved back on the Chalmers in a flat 1-bedroom apartment, and dad moved back to the other side of 8 Mile on Novara. And that's when daddy went to California with his CD and met Dr. Dre and flew you and mama out to see me. But daddy had to work, you and mama had to leave me. Then you started seeing daddy on the TV, and mama didn't like it, and you and Laney were too young to understand it. Papa was a Rolling Stone, mama developed a habit, and it all happened too fast for either one of us to grab it. I'm just sorry you were there and had to witness it firsthand, cause all I ever wanted to do was just make you proud. Now I'm sitting in this empty house, just reminiscing, looking at your baby pictures. It just trips me out to see how much you both have grown. It's almost like your sisters now. Wow, I guess you pretty much are. And daddy's still here. Laney, I'm talking to you too. Daddy's still here. I like the sound of that chair. It's got a ring to it, don't it? Shh, mama's only gone for the moment.
Now hush, little baby, don't you cry. Everything's gonna be alright. Stiffen that up, pull it up, little lady. I told ya, daddy's here to hold ya through the night. I know mommy's not here right now, and we don't know why. We feel how we feel inside. It may seem a little crazy, pretty baby, but I promise mama's gonna be alright. And if you ask me to, daddy's gonna buy you a Mockingbird. I'ma give you the world. I'ma buy a diamond ring for you. I'ma sing for you. I'll do anything for you to see you smile. And if the Mockingbird don't sing and that ring don't shine, I'ma break that birdie's neck. I go back to the jeweler who sold it to ya and make him meet every carat. Don't f with that.
Such a powerful song, and we can see why that song was so successful. I'm so happy that it hit that milestone on Spotify. It deserves it. If you were thinking about when this song first dropped, he would have had way more than 1 billion streams. But wow, this song was so good. So it's probably one of my favorite songs by him. There's so many other good ones out there, but this is definitely one of the top ones. Again, it's just the feelings. And for those of you that don't know and are brand new to Eminem, or maybe haven't followed him since the beginning and knew, this was like as public as he got with his family. Like, he didn't really showcase pictures of his kid at all. Like, you wouldn't know what his kids look like, his family looked like, and not until recently, when his oldest daughter got older, you start seeing pictures of her, and now she has her own podcast, and then you start seeing his brother, and then you start seeing the sister. So recently you're seeing more of his family, but this was, at that time, like, you're talking about 20 years, right, of his career, this was the only time you really ever got to see his family, unless you were some reporter that was taking pictures. But again, I noticed that, you know, none of those went ever public. You know, he was real private in his life. So this is just an amazing song. Sorry to ramble on there. This song hits deep. I love it, and I can't wait to share more reactions of his songs with you guys. Thank you guys so much. And again, hit the subscribe, hit the like, and hit the notification bell. We have a ton of content on its way.